I'm actually the cake artist, the baker and owner of Pearl Boutique Bakery, a bakery I run with my brother, my partner.
Yeah, I'm Varun Singharia.
So let me show you a little bit about what I do. So this is a wedding cake. This is a little bit about what I do. These are sugar flowers that we specialize in. These are the kind of cakes that we do. And I can tell you a little bit about what we're going to be discussing today. We're going to be discussing cakes that's perfect for you. I'm going to be showing you how to make a buttercream cake. I'll be showing you how to decorate these cupcakes and how to make them look nice and a little romantic, honestly. And these are the kind of sugar flowers that we do. I'll be showing you how to use these cutters that are available on Amazon. And I think that's it. Let's start. So let me tell you a little bit about the wedding cakes, what's in trend right now and how to choose the perfect wedding cake for yourself. See, many people who order wedding cakes, they get confused between a buttercream cake and a fondant cake. Okay, so a buttercream cake actually is just buttercream. It doesn't have fondant. Many people don't know what fondant is. This is what fondant is. It's actually a thin layer that goes on the buttercream and it's made of marshmallows and icing sugar. So it actually adds sweetness. It's recommended for wedding cakes if you want to display the cakes for a longer time because it actually helps protect the buttercream from melting. So you can keep the cakes out and display it for a longer time. And it's really good for kids' cakes because children love eating fondant. So this is recommended for those things only. And I can start by teaching you how to decorate this buttercream cake. Icing a buttercream cake is not that easy for most people, but since we don't have enough time in hand, I can't show you how to ice a cake perfectly. But the trick to icing a cake perfectly is to constantly freeze it. So what you have to do is you have to first do a thin crumb coat on top so that the crumbs don't come towards the outside of the cake. After you do a thin crumb coat, you put it in the freezer and let it set for about 10 minutes and then you start icing it. And to get the edges straight on the top, what you do is you just ice it like roughly, you put it into the freezer and then you take a spatula with hot water and you just pull in the edge on both sides. And what I have done here is I have just used two different colors of buttercream so that I give it a shaded look. The good thing about butter, all sorts of textures, you can play around with the cake, you can do a rustic look as well, okay, because honestly, everyone wastes so much time in trying to get the cake perfectly iced, but that's not really that important when you're decorating your cake with flowers and everything. Even a rustic look looks really pretty, but if you're covering the cake with fondant, then getting it perfectly iced is really important so that the fondant doesn't look like lumpy and untidy. So I can show you how to decorate a basic buttercream cake. Okay, so what we can do is, this is what we specialize in. These are the sugar flowers that we make. These are handcrafted and each petal is made by hand. So that's why our cake is a little bit expensive because this requires a lot of time and hard work. So you can either place one big flower on a cake or you can place about 3 to 5 small flowers on a cake. Always go with odd numbers because that actually gives a better look to the cake. So
it also depends on the size of the cake.
Yeah, it also depends on the size of the cake. If the cake is too small, if you fill it up with too many flowers, it actually doesn't give a very nice look. That's the mistake that people make when decorating cakes. They overdo with the decoration.
So what is the rough size of this cake?
The rough size of this cake is about 1.5 kgs.
Yeah, so it's important that everyone knows that this is what a 1 kg or 1.5 kg looks like.
Yeah.
Because people do get a lot of, they get confused.
People get confused, they expect a 2-tier cake with by ordering a 1 or 2 kg.
Yeah, it's not possible to do that because there's just not enough room.
And honestly, the standard size of a single tier of cake is 4 inches in height. That's a standard size that would actually give you a perfect 2-tier cake look. If you go for a 1 kg cake, imagine more than this.
Yeah.
And us doing a 2-tier cake in this. So we're going to be decorating this with just a single big flower because honestly this is one of my favorite flowers that I make. So what you do is you just place the flower on the cake. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these leaves that I've made. You can use real flowers as well. You can use real leaves as well. So these are called fillers. All these are called fillers. These are sweet peas, these are leaves, buds, these are fillers, and these are the real flowers. So what we do is we first place the bigger flowers and then we fill it up with all the fillers. It's just like making a flower arrangement on a cake, okay? So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to place the leaves around the cake.
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Okay, now, so there are small elements that you can add to the cake a little later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few butterflies to my cake because I think butterflies go really well with flowers. So I'm going to use this cutter. These cutters are available on Amazon under fondant cutters, and these cutters are actually very useful when you don't want to waste too much time in molding or shaping a butterfly. So what I'm going to do now is, see, this is how my butterflies will look. So I'm going to show you how to make a butterfly perfectly. So I'm going to use, I know butterflies aren't red, but I'm going to use the red fondant so that it's more visible on the screen. Before I use the fondant and I roll it out, I'm going to show you exactly how I dry it. So I take some foil, which is really simple. You don't need to buy anything. Honestly, you don't even really need to buy cutters because you can just get the cutouts online and you can just cut out the butterfly exactly like that, print it out on the paper, cut it out, place it on your fondant and just cut out, okay? This is how we make a proper mold for drying our butterflies. It's just made out of foil. It's available. You can get this. It's always there in the house.
Right.
So you just place it like that, and then you roll out the fondant about this thick. Not too thin and not too thick, but honestly, the thinner you go, the more realistic the butterflies look. So when you make children's cakes, you can leave it thick because it gives an animated look to the butterflies. Okay. Pinch, and you dry it. That's it. That's how simple it is to make a butterfly. And what I have done for these butterflies is, since we specialize in edible gold, this is 24 karat edible gold. I just dusted a little bit of gold inside with my brush. This needs to dry overnight, okay? And I'm going to show you how I've placed these butterflies on my cake. So I'm going to start with a slightly bigger butterfly and I'm just going to place it. See, when you're making a buttercream cake, you don't need to use any water to stick this to the cake. You can just hold it down, just press it in, okay? Honestly, you can use a brush also to press it in if you don't want to use your hand. Colors to give like a marble look like this for a butterfly. You can dust it with different colors, and honestly, the decorations and the designs are endless once you get creative. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to place a little bit of gold foil. This is slightly easy to handle, but most gold foils are actually very difficult to handle because the minute you touch it, it actually melts into your hand and it gets stuck. So a proper way of handling it is either with a brush or with a tweezer, and I'm just going to place some gold foil on the cake. So these are small elements that you use after you decorate the cake and put flowers and everything. So these are small elements that actually make a huge difference in the final look of the cake. Another thing that you need to keep in mind when making a cake and to make it look a little more professional and perfect is all cakes need a border. I mean, this cake is perfectly iced, so it doesn't really need a border, but if you do want to give it a border, you can use a ribbon, but a ribbon is actually not recommended because it's not edible, so you can use these. These are all available on Amazon. I actually got this when I was traveling abroad because I get excited when I see any bakery store and I go in and I buy whatever I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of these balls, these edible balls, to decorate and make a border. So I'm not going to make the whole border, but I'll just give you an idea of what we do. So you can use this, you can use fondant cutouts, you can make a fondant ribbon, you can also use an actual ribbon if you want. Just make sure that the color doesn't leak out or it's not too dirty or something like that, okay? So that's how you decorate a perfect buttercream cake. This is actually a marble cake that we do. These are the current cake trends. This is by mixing different fondants, we actually get this marble effect with square cakes. Square cakes are also really trending right now. Since they're not very common and they're a little harder to make, that's why it's not very common. But square cakes are also really pretty, and you can check them out at our page in Pearl Beauty Bakery. Now I'm also going to be talking about cupcakes. These are cupcakes that we make in our bakery. What I've done is I've baked them in one cupcake liner, and since these liners get a little bit dirty, you can use another liner at the end, or you know in Amazon you also get these amazing lace liners which you can use and put to make it look more classy and pretty. Okay, so about the liners, about the cupcakes, these are different piping tips that you can use. This is called a star tip, okay? Always go for a slightly bigger star tip because it gives a more fuller, nicer look to your cake. There are many different ways of icing a cake. This is a round tip, okay? I've not cut the tip yet, but this is a round tip that I use. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the tip a little bit and push it in. And the best way to fill it and not let it spill out from the front is to turn it from here and push it in like this. So when you fill the bag, you will not have anything spilling out from here. That's one trick to filling your bag. Okay, so let me start with a star tip, and let me show you how to make a basic rosette, which is what people mostly do. So you place your cupcake on the bottom, and then you start from the inside, okay? And always do this so that you get a proper grip on your piping bag. You start, and you know, honestly, if you place it very close to the cupcake, it doesn't give a very nice rosy look. So go a little away from your cupcake and start piping. I can't make a perfect rosette because I filled in very less buttercream. But this is how you can just continue and you fill it up and you make a proper rosette. And after that you can decorate. Again, I use cutters to make these little hearts. You can decorate your cupcakes with little hearts. You can decorate your cupcakes with butterflies. And I'm also going to show you how to make this flower with a cutter and without a cutter as well. Okay, so you just place little hearts on your cupcake. Again, you are adding elements to your cake, to your cupcake after you've done a basic icing, just like the cake. What we do is we make a buttercream icing and then we add small elements and detailing to give it a more pretty look. I'm going to put a little bit of gold foil in mine, and maybe since you know the cupcake is a little less from here, I'm going to put one leaf, okay, to give it a slightly more presentable look. So that's like a basic cupcake, okay? That's a rosette. And now we can also do a different variation of cupcake. See, what I've done is I've got this buttercream here and I've mixed it together and colored it, and I put it in cling wrap like this. And I put another color as well. This is how you make a multicolored buttercream icing. So this is the easiest way. I've just put it in cling wrap and just rolled it up like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one side. I'm just showing you exactly how it's done. It's not going to come out perfectly right now. Sorry guys. The buttercream is melting and I don't have time to work on this right now, but I'm just showing you. So
yeah guys, we are working on limited capacity because our central kitchen is all shut right now due to the lockdown.
So I just wanted to show you exactly how you get a multicolored look in piping. Then another way of going about piping is this is Sugar It, which I just got from Amazon. We actually use all natural food coloring, but right now since we have limited supply of things, I just want to show you this. So what you do is you take your your color and you put one dot inside like that at the edge. Okay?
Yeah.
And you use a skewer and you just pull it in like this. So you pull it in like this and then you fill in your buttercream inside. So that actually gives you a different color on the tip when you're making roses and people are piping roses out of like a rose tip. This is actually a really pretty look because it gives a really nice edge to your cake. What you can do is, before you put it into the thing, into the cupcake liner, you can just pipe it, just randomly pipe it. I'm not showing you a proper piping skill because the buttercream is really melting. So I'm just going to give it like a rustic look, okay?
Yeah.
As you can see, it actually has different colors on it. And what you can do is you can place a little heart on it. You can place, you get these tiny cake toppers, cupcake toppers that say Mr. and Mrs. And you can also place 1 or 2 flowers on it. Like this.
Wow, that
Okay.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
See, another thing to actually make your cupcakes look prettier is using these heart sprinkles. If you don't find heart sprinkles, you can use these. These are again available on Amazon. This is by CCDS. Which everyone seems to be knowing about here. So I'm just going to put a few of these on top. These actually give it a prettier look. You can also put some inside by putting a little bit of water on the inside. I will show you. So I'm just going to put a little bit water and place one of them inside. So that gives a nice bud-like look to your cupcakes. Okay, so this, again, I'm going to roll this out. This time, we're not going to go so thin. Honestly, every cutter needs like different kind of work done to the final product to give it a nice realistic look. So this is not too thin. Okay, this is about 1/2 inch thick. Okay, and then I'm going to use a flower cutter. Pinch the edges, pinch, and then you turn it a little bit, just like how flowers. These are all available again on Amazon. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you all. You can also dust the flowers a little bit like I'm going to do. I'm going to dust it with a little bit of gold, maybe on the edges or in the center, to give it a nice pretty look which you can place on your cupcake. That's how simple it is. You don't really need the cutters also. You can actually just take out the stencils, print out the outline of the flowers or the butterflies and just cut it out and use it. But since we are in the cake industry, we get a lot of orders on a daily basis. We don't have enough time to actually cut out proper flowers. Okay? So that's how you decorate a cupcake.
So just the cutting of the cake. So
Yeah.
she really wants to see the layers.
Okay. So one thing couples and people need to keep in mind when you're cutting a cake, okay, don't face it towards you because the whole decoration is in the front and everyone wants their nice picture before they cut their cake. So I have a knife here, okay, and I'm going to cut the cake and show you the layers from the back. Sorry, I'm just going to mess this up a little bit. Is there a plate? No.
Yeah,
Let me just keep it here. Just move this thing. So this cake actually has 1, 2, 3, 4 layers with 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of icing. You can actually add more layers to the cake. You can add crunchiness to it. You can, as you can see,
you don't
yeah.
need the plate.
No. That's how it's cut. And since our cakes are very moist, I would recommend eating it with a spoon. And as you can see, we've not done a very thick layer of icing. It's just a little hint. This is another place where people go wrong when they want to make the cake look really good. They do a very thick icing, and honestly, that's not recommended.
So this is what flavor is this? Is this a Baileys?
This is a Baileys triple chocolate cake. So what we've done is we've layered it with Baileys. We've used a nice chocolate sponge, and we've done layers of Baileys cream in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I hope I could help you guys, and if you have any further questions, reach out to us on our Facebook page or our Instagram page on Pearl Boutique Bakery, and I'm happy to help you guys, during this COVID incident, and whatever I can do to make your day sweeter and happier. So
Yes, we are very excited, and we are looking forward that the lockdown does come to an end soon.
Yeah.
All right, guys,
Bye,
everyone,
guys.
please stay safe and see you all soon.
Yeah, take care.